Hi, my name is Amina. I'm a certified life coach, and I came across this book and I found very interesting subjects inside it I wanted to discuss and give you my perspective on. Of course, I'm not here to say that what I'm saying is the absolute truth, but I'm just sharing my perspective. And feel free to share yours, in the comment section. So for today, what I saw is today I want to discuss one sentence that I saw in the book. It's for you to be able to live your full life. You need to be rich. Now we have to be careful because her definition of being rich is not like, oh, you have castles and things like that, but it's more like you are able to afford the life you believe you want, the life you think you deserve, so you are at peace with that life. So it can be, if you're a minister and you don't earn more than $30,000 a year, but you feel fulfilled in your life and you can take care of your family, I would consider that to be rich based on her definition. And for me, as long as you have peace of mind and you're good with everything that is going on with your life, for me, you're good. We don't need to be billionaires. And so we will, I would say it's really important to define what you consider to be the life you want. You hear, in many videos, go after the life you want, or, in the books and things like that, go out there and, that kind of things. But what is really important is to define a life that you want, that you consider will bring you peace of mind, that you consider will bring you contentment. And so when you are living this life, you're not looking right and left and saying, oh, I wish I could be like this, or I could live here. Of course, they're always going to be better, they're always going to be bigger, smarter, more beautiful and everything. And so that's why you have to be clear with your goals. What is the kind of life you want? Where do you want to live? How much do you want to make each year or each month? And you don't have to define everything in terms of money. And the thing that is really important is to be careful to not, for example, say, I want to make $1 million a year, and you don't even know why. Why do you want to make that much money? Is it because it's a milestone and then you feel like, oh, when I get there I will be happy? So we have to be careful with the desire that is behind those numbers. So that's why it's important to be very clear. We have to be careful to know what we are really looking after when we want the big car, when we want the big house, when we want the family with 3 children and the beautiful wife or the handsome husband, whatever, when we want the 6-pack, when we want the whatever. What are you really after? Is it because you want to feel important? Is it because you want to feel fulfilled? Is it because you want to feel proud of yourself? Because for you, making 100,000 a year means that, oh, you've achieved something important. What is the value? What is the belief? What is really behind the thing you are pursuing? So I think if you focus on that, now once you have that, you will be able to decide the kind of life you want, because you're looking for an emotion, a feeling. Once you know what that feeling is, what can bring that to you? Sometimes you don't even need to earn a lot of money. Knowing that you want to feel successful, sometimes you can define being successful as having your family around, living in the same country, in the same city, in the same neighborhood as your brothers and sisters and your mother. It could be things like that. So yeah, you're the one deciding. Once you decide, Now you know the number that you need to go after doing some research, of course. And once you have that number, now you can work toward getting that number in your bank account. But be careful to not define being rich just by numbers, but by everything else as well.